Have questions you want answered? Send them to me. AskBadBrad@gmail.com. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, leave comments. Forget about it. Folks, the man with the pinky ring and the New York thing. Forget about it. Bad Brad Berkwitt. And you're watching another episode of Ask Bad Brad on the Ringside Report web TV channel. Now make sure you follow me on Twitter at BadBradRSR. Again, it's at BadBradRSR. And if you want to be on a future episode of Ask Bad Brad, please send your questions in to AskBadBrad@gmail.com. Again, that's AskBadBrad@gmail.com. All right, let's get into your questions today. First up, Bad Brad. Your show Ask Bad Brad is a must-watch with my group of friends who you crack up by keeping it real. Well, thank you, and I'm always going to keep it real. We have a group question today for you. Would you drink a beer with us if we were in the same city? That's a good one. Todd W., Akron, Ohio. Well, Todd W., to you and your crew, thank you for sending in the question. And here's my answer. Absolutely. Unfortunately, I don't drink beer. I don't drink at all. I'm not an alcohol drinker. And beer, I never liked. Everybody said, how could you be in a freaking Navy all them years? You didn't like beer? And I don't like coffee, believe it or not. Either one. Ugh, can't stand the taste. But absolutely, I would have a glass of sweet tea or whatever with you. Raspberry tea is one of my favorites. So yes, I would absolutely, if we were in the same town, Todd, I would absolutely sit with you guys, shoot the shit, and have a good time. And we would raise a glass. Here's my Propel Orange Raspberry to you. Salute, Gentani. All right, next up, Bad Brad, member of the LGBTQ community, and saw a tweet from you on a friend's page. I researched you and see your activism comes from your father, which I saw in the pinned tweet on your page. Anita Bryant, who we mentioned, was before my time, but my aunt, who was a lesbian, used to mention her many times. What can you tell me about Bryant? Gay and proud of it in New York City. Well, first of all, good for you for being gay and proud. I am an absolute ally of the LGBTQ community. I've told people many times, if you're bullied or attacked on Twitter, I'm just a DM away and I will personally handle it. I don't tolerate that. I don't tolerate racism, discrimination. I do not. And you're right. I do get my activism from my father, God rest his soul. He is in the pinned tweet on my page, fighting against Anita Bryant. Anita Bryant, she was a racist, a homophobe, and believe it or not, she's still alive. At one time, she was a big singer in the 50s and the 60s. Had a contract, I think, with Capitol. That I'm not 100% sure, but she had a contract. And here's the funny part. Her manager was a queen. Yeah, he was a queen. But she left that part out. And in the 70s, she had a huge contract with Tropicana orange juice. She used to love Tropicana. And she lost it all going after gay people at the time. It wasn't called the LGBTQ community. She belonged to the Bath Club, and that's what my dad mentioned in that video clip that you saw. And a piece of it, folks, was used in the movie Milk that Sean Penn was in 2009. It was a montage of clips, Ronald Reagan, Jerry Brown, and my dad, and then somebody else was in it. So if you ever see Milk, my dad is in that movie, and I'm very proud of him. The Bath Club, excuse me, hold on one second. Propel, I should get a plug. Should get a royalty check for promoting it. Bath Club didn't allow Jewish people or black people. They discriminated. Now it's still around. I don't know if they changed their rules, but in the 70s, it was disgusting. Here's the kicker. Gay and proud in New York City. You're going to love this one. As I said, Anita Bryant's still alive. Her daughter is part of the LGBTQ community. And guess what? She recently, in the last maybe 2 years, 3 years tops, married a woman. And Anita didn't like that. So how's that for a swift kick in the tuchus to Anita, who's still, all these years later, under the auspices of being a Christian? Right there with that Christian bullshit. How do you like that? Granddaughter, part of LGBTQ, married a woman. She was pissed off. All right. Next up, Bad Brad. In one word, define Matt Gaetz, who I cannot stand. Pissed off in Florida. Pissed off. I don't blame him. He used to live in Florida. I get pissed off. I don't even live in Florida anymore. That freaking Ron DeSantis. Ugh, what a mama Luquias. One word. Well, the first word that comes to my mind, is, drum roll, pathetic. Matt Gaetz is pathetic. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. All right, folks, that was a couple questions on Ask Bad Brad today. Again, remember, send in your questions to askbadbrad@gmail.com. I look forward to answering all your questions. Everybody gets answered. I've had people attack me, and that's okay. They're allowed to their opinion. You know I'm going to speak my mind, so we're going to roll with it. So again, one more time, askbadbrad@gmail.com. And remember, folks, every act of kindness is a little love we leave behind. Bad Brad out.